from the top. Real quick rewind of Charlie Kirk's death by the number. Well, I shouldn't say death. Initially, they made it sound like he died. Now he's alive in the hospital. Anyway, there's something called the kill date. You're listening to somebody who's educated about this every single month since the month that Dick Gregory died. And if you don't remember who Dick Gregory was, look it up. He died a long time ago. I've been educated about this pattern for a long time. We had this date circled in January. Every month I've been reminding about the kill dates. Like next month it'll be November 8th, and then in December it'll be December 7th. There's only 1 month where these numbers hit up. The date numerology, 64, 28, 44. Those are the paths. In Gematria, the Kabbalistic practice coin numbers into words based on the alphabetic order forwards and backwards in numerology. Kill equals 64, 44, 28. It's what makes the kill date. Shooting equates to 44 and 109. Today can be written 10/9. There's only one day of the week that has a Gematria value of 44, and that's Wednesday. Shooting in Wednesday, 44 and 37. We see Utah Valley's also 37. They said he was talking about transgender mass shooters. He'd just been asked the question about them right before the shooting. That fits in, 64 and 44, just like kill, like the date numerology. They're talking about how Charlie Kirk, it's because of him that Trump won. That's bullshit. The election was rigged for Trump, and it was told years in advance if you knew the way the game was rigged. Charlie Kirk has zero to do with it. He's another pawn on the world stage. It's 44 weeks and a day after the election, which was a day to remember the assassination of King James, who survived that assassination, like Trump survived the hoax on July 13th under the 13 stripes. Charlie Kirk's name, Charles James Kirk, 64. Also 107 like shooting, covering all 4 base ciphers of shooting. This ritual comes 88 days after Trump's birthday, when Trump equals 88, like Turning Point USA equals 88. Turning Point USA and Holy Roman Empire have all of the same values. This nation is run by the Jesuits who serve the Catholic Church, where the Holy Roman Empire is alive and well. And don't forget that the Holy Roman Empire supposedly folded on August 6th, 1806, the 218th day of the year. That's bullshit history. It's alive and well. Look at this nation's capital. Charlie Kirk is turning you to believe in these frauds in the very Roman city. Turning Point alone, like it's often called, is just like the Jesuit order, who set up their camp in D.C. and opened their first university, Georgetown, the same year that George Washington would then go on to be called the first U.S. president. The leader of the Jesuits, it's 63 days from his birthday. Turn on the news. They're talking about political assassinations all throughout history and how they think even more are coming. The biggest of all was JFK in 63. It's 63 days from the Jesuit leader's birthday. 63 is the 44th composite number. Like shooting, like kill, like execution. It's 84 years old, this university where it happened, like Superior General. That's this guy, Arturo Sosa. Not to mention the last Superior General died at 84. It's 97 days after Turning Point USA's founding date 13 years ago. They're comparing this to what happened to Trump under the 13 stripes on the 13th of July. But 97 days after the anniversary of the founding, that's the 25th prime. That's been a pattern all throughout the year in 2025. 97 and 25 when death equals 97 and 25, so does Trump. From Trump's hoax on July 13th to this is 60 weeks and 4 days. This was the 60th election. Donald Trump equals 60. If Charlie Kirk ends up dead, it is 34 days before his birthday. Murder's 34. That will be his cause of death. It's also 331 days after his birthday, the 67th prime when blood sacrifice, human sacrifice, soul, and satanic all equal 67. And Charlie Kirk probably did sell his soul to serve this corrupt, treasonous, horrible political establishment that is the Republican Party, and yes, is also the Democratic Party. This is not a partisan channel. I speak against both political parties. I can't stand it. It drives me nuts that the American people believe in either side. All either one does is lie to you and exploit you, and if you can't see that, it's time to take off the dumb dunce cap and wake the hell up. It's pathetic. In 2025, there's no excuses. Charlie Kirk's been leading you to dum-dum land. I think Charlie Kirk's smart. No, he's not. He uses his intelligence to dupe people. That's not a smart thing. If you have a dumb populace and you're helping make people dumber for your own financial gain, that's not an intelligent person's strategy. You want, again, the philosophy is true. One bad apple does ruin the bunch. And we got a lot of bad apples in America. And again, I can't think of my phrase right now. What is it? I can't think of the phrases, but you want people led to the right place. If you have a strong, informed, intelligent populace, not gullible to tyrants. Listen, let me make it real clear about being gullible to tyrants. All of the people that went along with the total bullshit that came along in 2020, you guys are the reason that a lot of us are struggling right now. Why is there hyperinflation? Because the story is that they had to lock down the world to save us from the flu. And yeah, that's what it was. Look up what Corona was coined as in 1968. It was literally coined as seasonal flu. 1968 was the year of years. That's the year that fentanyl was approved by the FDA. Coronavirus was coined. 911 was made the National Emergency Dialing Code. World Trade Center construction began. 911, World Trade Center. All these events in the 21st century that are reshaping the world as we know it, where we now live in this surveillance state. Where we're so afraid of everything, and we're giving up our rights and liberty and paying more and more in taxes as more and more military and police is built up because we feel like we need to be kept safe by Big Brother when we're not safer. Anyway. Everybody who went along with that bullshit in 2020, because you went along with it, it allowed them to fulfill their agenda and do the lockdowns and then print money. I told you the day Trump announced these stimulus checks, I said, just wait until the inflation comes. And all of a sudden, the 70-year-old like my dad, who worked his whole life to save up a measly $400,000, just wait until his $400,000 is only worth $200,000 in real world dollars, which is exactly what happened. I called that out before any of us got a single stimulus check. And then Trump wants to point the finger. That's why we got this two-party bullshit system that 4 years here, 4 years there. Oh, it was Biden who's responsible for the inflation. No, it's both of them. They both printed a whole shit ton of money. When you print money, there's inflation, okay? It's both parties. Printing money causes inflation. Trump printed more money than any U.S. president ever had. And not to mention, they got all these other money printing problems, things going on the Fed does. That's why gold's up so much. While Trump's 79 in the golden era, when again, gold's the 79th element. All these things are sick jokes. But yeah, there's even more to it. If you need to catch up on this other stuff down here, just watch the video from the beginning. But here, I do want to open it up to the callers and get some thoughts and ideas in here.